And I hope that this particular movement, this particular sequence is going to really help you today. And for some of you, you may well know it. I'm going to keep the suspense just a little bit longer because I'd like to explain to you what this particular technique can do for you. And then we're going to go through it together in this morning session. So when we are stressed or anxious, when we have thoughts that are not very helpful for us, they can get clogged up in our minds and in our system. And that can sometimes start a little bit of a negative spiral. I think we've all experienced that, and it may well be happening for you today during your lockdown as well. But that negative energy spiral, that negative emotional spiral can be changed. It can be stopped, paused, and then it can be reversed, and so that you feel really fantastic and empowered in yourself. Because quite often that energy process, that emotional process, is purely just locked into the physical system. So when you start to move your body, you're actively changing your emotional and energetic state. You'll find it like if you were to kind of feel really depressed in this moment, you kind of if you're physiologically, your body will change. You'll kind of close off your heart center a little bit. You might look down towards the floor and just feel a little bit sad. But if you were to change that into a great smile, so if you can smile at me today and open up your chest and your shoulders, immediately it changes the energy system and the emotions within the body so that you feel really empowered and vibrant. So in the same way, when we do yoga, if you have a particular awareness and intention as you're doing your practice, you'll find that you can change your physical, emotional and mental state. So that's the first lesson I wanted you to come away with today, how you can actually change your state. And on Wednesday, actually, our friend Andrew and also Chandra are going to be doing a fantastic masterclass on this, so do check that out. But changing your physical state today is going to work on the energy field. And that is the space around you. So you have your physical body, and then for those of you that have done yoga, you'll know that there is an energy field, almost like an egg shape or a bubble that is around you. And you can often sense it like if you're in a meditation or just at the kitchen sink, you can feel when somebody walks into the room, and it's literally your energy field touching their energy field. And you can do it when you're doing things like the figure of 8 movement and you're focusing on that space between your palms. That can also ignite, if you like, that wonderful energy field that is within you. So when that buffer around you gets a little bit dusty, that's what we're talking about today. So things can get stuck in that energy field. Your thoughts, your emotions, your words that you don't actually speak out into the world, they get caught in this buffer between you and the rest of the world. And likewise, anyone that has, in the old days, they used to call it the evil eye, when you've got someone that's sending negative thoughts or vibrations towards you, if your energy field is strong, it'll actually stop those negative energies coming in to your physical body and your emotional body. So it's a little bit like a buffer. And in Sanskrit, they sometimes call that space when you create, you create very consciously that buffer between you and the world. They call it a kavacha or a shield. And that's what we're going to be starting to cleanse today, that inner space around you. And for those of you that are Dhru Yogis, particularly yoga teachers, have a really strong energy-based practice, this next Sunday, on the 3rd of May, I'm going to be sharing a masterclass or a workshop, 2 hours, exclusively working with the energy field of the heart, with the Radiant Heart sequence. And particularly within that, I'm going to show you how you can create a kavacha, a shield of light, using movement and using intention. But for today, we're going to clear the space so that it's cleansed and you've been able to get rid of the stuff that you might have been holding on to, at all of those different levels. So if you're ready to do a little bit of movement, I'd like you to prop up your phone, put it somewhere so that you can see me and also that you can move. I want you to do this today, okay? So when you're ready, put that there and come away from the camera and just make sure that you've got a little bit of space around you. And then what we're going to do is a very simple movement where you plant your left foot onto the floor. Imagine that it's got super glue and it's stuck to the floor, and your right foot is going to step forwards and your right foot's going to step back. Okay, so you can raise the heel and the toes as you go, okay, but essentially you're stepping forward and backward. I'm mirroring you just in case you got confused there, and it's just your right leg that's moving. Okay, hopefully everyone's got that. I'm not going to ask you to do a thumbs up because otherwise you'll have to stop the movement. Okay, now as you next come to the right and the foot comes back, just allow the hands to come back and behind you. Okay, as you step forward, they come in front, and then they turn to your left side. Does that make sense? So you come up, you step back, the hands go past your hips, step forward, take the hands back, past the hips the other way. So it's a gentle twist. Now I'm very aware that I'm doing this quite quickly, so you may or may not get this immediately, but you can practice it in your own time. I'll put the video up so that you can watch it later. Okay, so you're just swinging forwards and backwards. And once you've got the hang of it, your muscle memory will take over and you can just really enjoy swinging those arms forwards and backwards. Now what you're doing here is almost imagining the hands are like magnets, and you are literally taking hold of any crap that's stuck in your energy field, and as you breathe out, push it back behind you. Okay, and this predominantly with the hands arcing down at the base is clearing the Muladhara Swadhisthana chakras. That's really good. And if you wish to, you can move it up to Manipura. So if you've got a little bit of anger or irritation in your life at the moment, you can do this movement with the hands here around the level of the diaphragm. If you've got emotional issues with your family, if you're needing a little bit more patience and calm, then you can take it a little bit lower down towards Swadhisthana. And if you're feeling a little bit fearful or anxious at the moment, you can take it right the way down towards the Muladhara and base chakra. So you're just getting rid of anything, any emotions that you can help to let go of in this moment. You breathe out and literally just allow it to release out from your energy field with your intention. And essentially you're just giving that back to nature, because nature, the earth, is one of the main ways that you can just gently let go of things, knowing that it's not going to harm anyone or anything. Nature's way is to recharge and reuse that energy for something more positive. Okay, just once more to either side. And then gently coming back to a standing position. Oh. Okay, so we've activated all of that right side of your body, clearing the space around you, particularly on that right side. A little bit on the left already, but we're going to swap over now. So this time sticking onto the floor, your right foot, and your left leg steps forward, left leg steps back. Okay, so hopefully you're getting this a little bit easier now as you step forwards and step back. And then as you do so, you just twist your upper body, and you'll find that your arms just gently flop around your body. And then you can start to direct the movement with the arms. So as you step back, the arms swing behind you, step forwards, arms swing back. And then remember, those of you that have just joined, you may wish to watch the replay of this video to really get the hang of this movement. I know I'm going through it fast, but it's a fantastic way just to clear any stuff from your energy system. That's really good. Stepping forwards and back. Use your out breath as the hands come past the hips. Okay, just a couple more times to either side. Letting go of fear and anxiety. Letting go of anger, irritation. And of course, anything else anyone's directed at you, their anger, their irritation, anything that you've done to aggravate anyone else, you can just let it go in this moment. Okay, and then last time, stepping forward and back towards the center. And once you've cleared your space, hopefully you feel a sense of joy and empowerment within you. And then just very gently, 3 breaths as you lift up and breathe out, calming and settling your inner body and also the space around you. That's great.